Top of this beautiful day to you, children of God, and welcome to today's edition of God's Protectorates Confraternity's Word, titled Naturally Occurring Healing Sites are Creations of One and Only Almighty God, not deities. Yes, I was prompted to do this video after a Kingdom Service colleague referred to naturally occurring healing sites as satanic enclaves. The poser for me, after considering that they might truly have turned into satanic enclaves, became, were those natural healing sites initially created by Satan, or was Satan involved in early creation? Let me start it this way. Every naturally occurring entity that is not man-made is a creation of one and only Almighty God. Examples are oceans, streams, lakes, springs, rocks, mountains, valleys, etc., etc. Which means if any of such entities is discovered to have healing properties or qualities, it is solely the Almighty God's making. Simple and true. A typical example of a healing stream in the Bible is mentioned in Ezekiel 47, 1-12, where a stream flowed towards the east from the temple in Jerusalem, becoming a mighty river and eventually revitalizing the Dead Sea with life. Another example is in John 5, 5-9. The passage describes a man who had been sick for 38 years, lying at the pool of Bethesda. He believed that being the first to enter the pool after an angel stirred the water will bring him healing. However, he was unable to do so because he had no one to help him into the pool, and others always beat him to it. So, this implies that be it in Oshobo, Awe, Kaduna, Jos, etc., etc., it is the handiwork of one and almighty God. It's only that the traditional worshippers that custodize the place were the first to discover it. Simply put, simple as ABC. It will interest you to be informed that when the early missionaries got to Nigeria, they visited such places to see things for themselves, despite the presence of the traditional worshippers, and even interacted with the worshippers to understand happenings at such sites, unlike today that we actually avoid those places, believing they were the devil's enclaves. All the razzmatazz about sacrificing to appease many gods at some of those such places only ended up polluting the places, rendering them unable to optimally perform the functions the one and only Almighty God had assigned them from inception. You see, our forefathers, even before the advent of Christianity, had set out to know God, but they failed to experience the one and only God simply because of the false practice, including idol worshipping, creation of multiple gods, human sacrificing, and others. Remember what God did to the children of Israel anytime they carved and worshipped other gods. He didn't just ordinarily punish them, but wiped out from the surface of the earth a chunk of them, each time to institute that he is and remains a jealous God. My dear people of God, the bottom line is that true religious practice can only thrive when it is demystified, such that everyone is directly exposed to the workings of Almighty God in an atmosphere devoid of hindrance. I remain truly yours, Ojomo Olusegun Adebambo. Remain blessed.